Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are stepping into the shadows of history, where fact and myth blend together. We are going to explore one of the most mysterious expeditions of the 20th century, the Nazi journey to Tibet, and the strange discoveries that Adolf Hitler's men were said to have brought back. Some say it was a scientific mission. Others believe it was a search for the legendary kingdom of Shambhala. And there are even those who claim it was a gateway to secrets not meant for humanity. So, what was really found in the forbidden land of Tibet? Let's uncover the story together. The expedition begins. It was 1938. Europe stood on the edge of war. But in the heart of Nazi Germany, Heinrich Himmler, head of the SS, was obsessed with the supernatural. He believed the answers to power and dominance lay not only in weapons, but in ancient knowledge buried in myths, religions, and forgotten civilizations. To seek this knowledge, Himmler created an institute called Ahnenerbe, the Ancestral Heritage Society. Its mission was part archaeology, part anthropology, part occult research, and one of its boldest operations was to send a team to Tibet, a land then closed to most of the world. The expedition was led by zoologist Ernst Schaefer, a skilled explorer who had traveled Asia before. With him came a team of SS officers and scientists armed with cameras, measuring instruments, and a secret agenda. Officially, they would study wildlife, geography, and local culture. But unofficially, they were after something far more elusive: the origins of the so-called Aryan race, and perhaps the entrance to the legendary city of Shambhala. What they really collected. When the team reached Tibet, they spent months documenting everything. They photographed lamas, farmers, and nomads. They measured skulls and faces, believing they could trace racial ancestry through bone structure. They gathered plants, rare animals, and detailed notes on rituals and traditions. In the archives today, historians can still find hundreds of photographs, preserved collections of birds and mammals, and pages of ethnographic research from that journey. These are the official discoveries, data, samples, and records. But among their collection, one artifact stands out above all others: a statue later, nicknamed the Iron Man, carved from a meteorite. It depicts a Buddhist figure with an ancient swastika symbol on its chest. Imagine it: stone that fell from the stars, shaped into a god, and carried away by men marching under Hitler's swastika. Was it simply coincidence? Or was this exactly the kind of cosmic relic the Nazis had been searching for? Before we step deeper into the realm of myth and conspiracy, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy exploring the hidden corners of history. Your support helps us continue bringing these untold stories to life, the myths and the legends. Now, here is where history begins to blur into legend. After the war, stories began to spread about what the Nazis really found in Tibet. Some claimed they uncovered secret knowledge from Tibetan monks, rituals, prophecies, and esoteric wisdom that could grant power beyond imagination. Others whispered that the Germans had discovered hidden tunnels leading to the underground kingdom of Agartha, or even the gates of Shambhala, a mythical paradise said to hold the wisdom of the ages. Conspiracy theorists went further, insisting that the Nazis obtained ancient maps of a hollow earth, charts of underground passages beneath the Himalayas, or even evidence of contact with beings not of this world. And then there were the darker rumors. In 1945, as Berlin fell, Soviet troops supposedly found the bodies of men dressed as Tibetan lamas inside Hitler's bunker. To this day, the claim remains unproven, but it continues to spark imagination. What were Tibetan monks doing in the heart of Nazi Germany? The obsession with the supernatural. To understand why these myths grew, we must look at the mindset of the SS leadership. Himmler was deeply invested in the occult. He believed that the key to Nazi power lay in rediscovering ancient traditions, lost sciences, and magical practices. Ahnenerbe sent teams to Scandinavia, the Middle East, even South America, always searching for traces of a forgotten wisdom. Tibet was not chosen at random. To many Europeans at the time, it was seen as a land frozen in time, untouched by modern civilization, a place where ancient truths might still survive. The Nazis imagined Tibet as a cradle of an ancient Aryan people, perhaps even the origin of their own mythic race. In this sense, the expedition was not just about collecting specimens. It was about proving an ideology and maybe finding a door into another world. So what do we really have? On one hand, there are undeniable facts, photographs, maps, animals, manuscripts, and that meteorite statue. On the other hand, we have layers of myth, stories of hidden cities, underground civilizations, alien contact, and monks serving in Hitler's inner circle. Historians caution us not to confuse legend with evidence. Yet the very nature of the Nazi obsession with the occult makes these stories hard to dismiss entirely. After all, when a regime pours resources into mystical research, how can we be certain where science ended and fantasy began? The tale of Hitler's Tibet expedition endures because it sits at the crossroads of reality and mystery. We know what was brought back, samples, relics, and data, but we don't know the full truth of what was sought, or what may have been hidden away, forgotten, or destroyed in the chaos of war. The image of SS officers standing in Tibetan monasteries, measuring skulls, or carrying a statue carved from the stars. It feels like a scene from an adventure novel. Yet it happened. And that thin line between reality and myth is what keeps us asking questions. So what do you believe? Was the expedition to Tibet just another scientific mission dressed in Nazi propaganda? Or did Hitler's men uncover secrets too dangerous, too strange, to ever be revealed? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more journeys into the hidden mysteries of history. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep seeking the unknown.